Me personally, I'm just gonna come out and say it. This may be a hot take and everything. Don't go selling everything. Don't go selling all of your materials. Don't go buying everything. Don't try to invest all of your money into the objects that you think might be unified and the prices might be going up or might be going down and everything, because Prolibus can go ahead and take a step back. They can go ahead and say, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and unify even more items, or we're not gonna unify these items because there might be an issue with that. And then you guys went ahead and lost out all the money that you could have made when, you know, people realize, oh, I shouldn't be selling that, I should be saving it, or something dumb like that. You never know. So no, I'm not going to be one of those creators that will go ahead and sit there and tell you to buy this or sell off that and blah blah blah. Like, I gave you guys an idea of what I'm doing to prepare. It's not going to work for you guys. I could be doing it all wrong and they could just say fuck it and ruin everyone's plan. So don't try to listen to the content creators that are sitting there saying, you know, buy this or sell that and blah blah blah. No one knows any more information than what is listed up on the Calafion Ball patch notes. Whatever Prolibus went ahead and posted is what we know, and until we know more, everyone is just selling and buying for no real reason. Plain and simple. Like, I'm saving all of my enhancing materials. I'm saving every little thing for taps after it's all unified. I don't know how mastery is going to be. I don't know if we are going to need the clothes for alts, if the clothes are going to count for family-wide too. I don't know any of that until they tell us. And I don't want to go ahead and give you guys like the wrong impression, and I'm like completely wrong. I don't want to like give you guys the idea that a necromancer class is coming out or that a gunner class is going to be announced and we're not getting anything, and now I look like I'm dumb. The amount of announcements they make and never deliver is high as fuck. Exactly. So, you know, if Prolibus can't even get their act together enough to give us the things that they say that they're going to give us, there's no telling whether or not that any of these patch notes, anything that's in the patch notes that they listed and given to us, is going to even happen and when it's going to happen. They can go ahead and roll out these updates fucking tomorrow if they wanted. They could roll out these updates in a year or two if they wanted. They're just telling us what they're planning. This is Black Desert's white paper on the Lifeskilling Unification. If you guys have any idea of what a white paper is, they gave us their white paper on what they're planning on doing with everything. Now we have to wait and see if they're going to deliver or if we're going to be left holding the bag, if they're going to rug pull us. Keep having to put them in storage and change on characters. Yeah, the fact that the clothes are not family-wide is a little annoying, but then again, I understand. Every character has their own or should have had their own progress. Like, I get it, but now with the whole life skill unification, like, who's to say that they're not going to go ahead and unify all of the life skilling clothes and all that, so that'll also reduce the amount of what the cost on the black gems, the concentrated black gems and all that. So again, until they tell us anything, I can't tell you. I can't tell anyone to go out and do anything. You can go out and gather for all the ingredients that will be unified and wait to see what happens, but you might lose money trying to FOMO yourself. You could possibly make more money with the lesser grade items being unified into one, and it's now being able to make more money. We don't know. The point of the matter is we just don't know. I can't play like that because I know the fact that the Carrick is now will be easier to buy. Like, I will be able to buy my Carrick, so now my grind for my Carrick is now null and void. I don't really feel like it's worth it now. My gathering and all that, I don't know if like gathering the rabbit meat is going to make me money later on now, or if gathering the rabbit meat to use for cooking is going to be like the best bet to go ahead and save me the money, because those prices are going to be changing anyway, or we don't even know if the prices are going to change. So now it's like a toss-up, like with cooking. Are you going to use the materials now at the price that they are now, or are you going to wait until it's all unified and use the materials that you went out and gathered or you got from like hunting or whatever and use those because they're all unified and you had like a shit ton of them? It's a huge toss-up. There's so many things that we don't know yet. That's the point. Like, I can't really tell you play it like it's normal or don't play it like it's normal until there's more. I just know like I'm not doing it because of that reasoning right there. Like, I have trouble with my bottlenecks on the fruit and the traces. I'm waiting for it to be unified so all of the traces are now one and I have a higher stock. I'm gonna buy out all of the lesser valued trace so that when they all get unified, Unified, I don't have to worry about it. I have a whole huge stack because I have 20k of the stupid 90k valued stack or blah, blah, blah. There's just so much that I just don't know. I don't even know if the conversion ratio is going to be a 1-to-1. I could go out and tell you, hey, do what I'm doing, and you go out, buy all of the lesser valued traces, and come to find out that if you went ahead and had the trace of savagery, the trace of savagery would be converted from like 1 to 3. So the lesser valued traces are just 1-to-1. If you had more trace of savagery, you'd have a higher stack than, say, those that had the lesser stack of the lesser valued and blah, blah, blah. Like, you see what I mean? I don't know. I only know what they're giving out. The reason why I say it is, if you're buying to sell after the unification, probably you're going to lose money because of the taxes anyway. We don't even know the value of the unified item. We first have to find out the pricing. There's just some things that I can't tell you. I can't sit there and get behind. I don't know. For all I know, the price of the unified item can be a lot more than, say, the meat. The raw meat can be valued more than the tiger meat, or it could be valued the same amount as the tiger meat. So technically you're making the same amount as hunting down the lions or doing the weasels. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to jump in, throw shade around or anything like that. Just saying, everyone, just don't sit there trying to buy and sell until we get a clear understanding of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, pricing, and or any of that. Any content creator out there can just tell you what you want to hear so that you come back and click on us again. All right? Just watch, wait, listen, figure out what you want to do, and go by the patch notes and the market. If everyone looks like they're selling off everything, then go ahead and buy. If everyone looks like they're buying everything, go off and sell. You know, just go by what you see, not by what I am thinking or what I am speculating or blah, blah, blah. For all I know, I could be 100% completely wrong, and I just went ahead and ruined 3, 4, 5 years of your playtime in a couple clicks. So again, take everything with a grain of salt and try not to base everything off of solely what you hear and see someone say. Unless Pearl Abyss says it themselves, I can't really be sure of anything. All right, everyone? Just don't come at me angry in the comments below.